Welcome back, everyone, to Total Nonstop Impact. Yeah, Impact Talk for Impact fans, right here on the Twitch and the YouTube and wherever you folks get your podcast audio worldwide. To my left, your right, Mr. Front Row Bill in the house. We are back for the second night in the row this week, talking some big, not only big, it is confirmed now. It is confirmed.
Yeah, but we knew it was confirmed when we went live yesterday, but
did.
It's official. The
Right.
press release is out. We'll go through it in its entirety. We'll share screen of Rooney, that bad boy. But it's there. Everything. T's were crossed. I's were dotted. Another teaser came out featuring Jeffrey Nero Hardy. Like, that was the tease, the initial, what they showed yesterday.
Yeah.
Was him falling onto an AMC table. Very nice. Very nice.
Like, how did they do that? That's some good graphics.
It is some good. Well, and we didn't talk a ton about that last night, but I think one of the things you can expect, and we know TNA has been up in that game, but one thing, obviously, when they were on Spike TV all those years ago with the last major deal they had, production value. I think you're going to see that. Like AMC, that's, once again, we're talking a big network that has big shows like our boy Heisenberg. We were talking, obviously Breaking Bad, Walking Dead, Mad Men, the John Hamm vehicle. Like, so lots of quality television, prestige programming, as we like to say in the business. And I think TNA is gonna, like, honestly, like they're focused on this. Like we didn't know some of those details, like slight time change, and I'm okay with that, because if you go with when they would put on these shows, 9 o'clock was the key hour for these shows. So that's like their big spot. Like, we know it's Thursday. They're utilizing the name and the title now, which is smart. It's Thursday Night Impact. It ain't Impact anymore. It's Thursday Night Impact. At 9 o'clock. 2-hour show, 9 o'clock.
You're right. I did notice that earlier, and it's just to show the graphic. It does say Thursday Night Impact. I personally think they should have Heisenbone on the cover each week with that. I'm just throwing it out there.
Now, it's not going to be on AMC, so that would probably preclude it. But it would be nice to maybe get a Bryan Cranston appearance at a TNA show.
Oh, that'd be a riot.
But I know he's his current vehicle he'll be promoting is the return of Malcolm in the Middle, which I believe is on Disney Plus. So, but no, definitely that is something to look forward to. But no, this is, once again, it was huge news last night. We were drunk off the euphoria of this big announcement going into the wee hours. But now we kind of exactly as said. So once again, if for some reason you're under a rock and you haven't watched the first show, unless you're here live, obviously stay here. But if you haven't watched that first show, you can use that as a companion piece to this, because I stand by everything we said last night. We didn't jump the gun with everything. Everything we said last night pretty much was completely accurate. But it's good stuff.
We were speculative about a couple things, but we weren't, we didn't run with crazy rumors.
I think it's like we got a few confirmations today, and all we'll say is we didn't pull what some of the dirt sheets pulled today, because that's what they do. A lot of bad information came out this morning because people tried to jump on this story and be the one saying how much it was for, how it affected WWE relationship. Once again, why would it? But there was agendas, let's just say, because now that they got that AMC major network deal, a lot of people aren't happy in the wrestling community about it. Now, I'm not saying the fans. I think the fans are all happy, but there's a lot of people behind the scenes with agendas that were on display this morning. And honestly, until right now, I saw a couple stories within the last few hours that are of that same ilk. Because now the big stories are, because this is so positive for TNA, let's talk about, once again, people that get sources not from management anymore because they aren't here anymore, but they get them from talent. So the talent that maybe is not being utilized to what they think is best are feeding, creative needs to be dealt with in TNA.
Yeah.
You know, the one that just had their 2 best gate shows and got this deal. But okay,
Yeah.
makes sense. You could always nitpick anything, but come on, guys. And let's keep talking about the same contracts every day of people that are always on yearly deals. But almost every one of these people have already been heavily promoting, except for one key person has not been promoting the
Yeah.
move. So I think that might be the writing on the wall that they may not be around anymore.
Yeah. Yeah. So and just to reconfirm that, the NXT TNA deal staying in place.
Yes, that
Period.
3-year deal is still there. And I know the one that all the dirt sheets jumped on, backtracked it, and said, well, I didn't really say it was over today. It could be. It's like a thing where they can get out of the deal. Which, once again, you could say that. That's very one of the things, like they always could. But once again, it's a 3-year deal. They're 1 year into a 3-year deal.
Yeah.
But like, if you already, like on NXT tonight, they were saying how big of a day it was for TNA. NXT's in the press release, which once again, we will go through that.
Right.
Because like that's what just made it like, why are you putting out a story like that when NXT's mentioned in there? And it was all because they're like, well, they didn't go to but if you look a little further, if you want to do your WWE conspiracy theories, there's other connections you can make to why this is even better for WWE that they're on AMC instead of networks are already on. Like Carlos, in the one interview he did today with Busted Open, he said now it's time to kind of return the favor to NXT because they can put their wrestlers on this platform that they're not on right now.
Right.
So they got to love that. Seeing Javon Evans, Obafemi, all the women's wrestlers at NXT, Ethan Page. Like the possibilities are endless, J-Bone. I wouldn't I wouldn't say there's an issue with that.
So yeah. So and then the other thing that people were coming out with is all the numbers of what is the deal worth? What is TNA getting per year? We don't know.
No, because the same person that gave bad information on that is what, once again, everyone's running with as a confirmed number. But we know President Carlos Silva was looking for $7 to $10 million a year. It's confirmed that's a multi-year deal.
Right.
So I think it's safe to bet it's anywhere from somewhere in the mid to upper 20s to 30s or more total. Yeah. Now, it could be more than that. I don't think anyone could actually say exactly what it is. But that will leak out. Because, like I said, I like the ones that would have the real details are going to be the different media publications on the varieties and stuff like that. They're going to have the details because they always get the numbers.
Okay, so I'm going to debunk something else right now. Apparently, there's something going around. I didn't hear this, but apparently Mayor Newsom did. J-Bone, were you the one who attacked CM Punk in War Games? No, I was not. There is no way in hell I could scale a cage that fast. And no, I'm just saying.
Well, who cares about that, J-Bone? Because there's a cage match coming up in TNA, baby.
There is.
Confirmed.
There is. And I gotta give a shout out to TNA original CM Punk. And I'm always gonna say that. It just drives people nuts. But
he's an asylum guy.
I did get the new Tops CM Punk, who is now World Heavyweight Champion. I got the Tops card in the mail today. So gotta show that off.
Go. And once again, I see it in the chat. Once again, the same facts are, because once again, that was the early reporting that all the dirt sheets ran with. and now are all denying they ran with it, but they did because they're fake wrestling news, unreliable. They're not journalists. They're clickbait, trying to get your money.
Right.
Don't do it. Don't. You can do better things with it. But yeah, like that's now once again, like in this relationship with NXT and WWE, could they get out of the deal? Of course. There's always language in contracts that allow this. There's poison pills. There's different ways. So I'm not going to say like that couldn't happen at some point. That always could. But if you heard obviously what Carlos Silva and all the, like I said, I'll give credit to a couple of like Mike Johnson, PW Insider. Like he's like, he went right to everyone when this was out there this morning and was like, went to TNA, went to WWE. It's like, is there any legitimacy to this? And they're like, none at all. No. And then Carlos Silva's on Busted Open saying, yeah, of course not. This is like, even they were running with it on Busted Open. So once again, and sometimes the people that do break this, they get some good information, but then they speculate to try to get more information. And then, like, once again, a broken clock, right twice a day. Like, it's the same thing with some of these guys. Like once again, you use the Carlos Silva money logic, you can get to $30 million if you assume they got $10 million a year for 3 years. That might not be accurate at all. Like it's a guess that could very well be correct because that's what they were looking for. Yeah. But I'm hoping they maybe got more because I think they were definitely playing some suitors against each other over the last few months.
Yeah. I certainly think the brand has shown its worth over the last handful of years, how it went from Impact back to TNA. You started having certain people show up in the brand that really gained its worth. You've got one of the most epic, legendary tag teams going for decades now.
And they're all over that promotion of this. Once again, like I gotta give the due. Like, and obviously I've always been a big Hardy guy, but what they've done is like I said, they've really put a lot on them to get to this. So once again, a lot of kudos can be gone around all over the place with the TNA roster, management, everyone involved in the company, and honestly, everyone involved over the years. Like, obviously, there was a lot of this the past year, but I'm like, hey, we talk about it all the time. We talked about it on the show yesterday. If it wasn't for the people that were able to keep this brand going, to get it to these steps, to move from network to network, we wouldn't even be discussing this today.
Yeah.
So that they got to that place, everybody. And I saw like people obviously like Dixie Carter, who still has a piece in there, a small piece, but like giving the congrats. Like it's always, and a lot of former roster members of TNA, obviously wishing the company well because they're good to see it. So who knows what could, we might see more and more. I'm sure we'll see more and more of names from the past as we go through this, which is not a bad thing. So a lot of good stuff. I see some questions in the chat. And some of this was like, a lot of people want to know, how's this affect TNA Plus? Now, we don't have all the details, but it was confirmed. This deal was for the show, the 2-hour show. Yeah. So that means it's not affecting the TNA Plus PLEs, and it's not affecting like Explosion or the whole back catalog of content. Mm-hmm. That will all still be on TNA Plus. Also, the weekly show will be on the app. Now, they weren't committing to when. They didn't say like, and I can't imagine it would be at the same time. It won't, because what would be the benefit of simulcasting on TNA Plus if you're AMC? Like, you want first run,
right?
Which should be expected. When they'll, like, would you get it the next day? Would you get it later that week? I don't know. They're saying you will get it, and maybe we'll get more of a confirmation, but you will still be able to watch it via the app. I just can't imagine it would be at the same time. I'd be surprised by that. But the app will still obviously play a big part. So that's interesting because a lot of times we thought the app could be part of this acquisition. And who knows, maybe it may not be there going forward because AMC does have an app, which they did promote.
Oh, yeah.
This will be available in the AMC app as well.
Right. We just don't know if it's going to be live on, are they going to run it on the AMC channel and the Plus at the same time? Because they do that with some stuff. I think they do that with was that the I can't think of the name of the show. The Daryl Dixon Show. I'm pretty sure they air that on AMC and on the app at the same time. I'm pretty sure. And then maybe, so I'm not sure what other big things are on there right now. There's some sci-fi Tala something.
Bobby.
It's Ricky Bobby here. No, it's the one with the witches and the vampires. but yeah, so we'll get more details. I'm sure Carlos is going to do a slew of media between now and
hey, look, the seat's always open, Carlos.
Yeah,
here at the TNI show.
So right here between us. Yeah.
Where the real TNA fans come.
There you go. They're all here.
Because you're hardcore. House. If you're here, you're hardcore.
Yes. 7-8 years going strong now. I'd have to go back and look. But yeah, this is very, very proud of the TNI brand. But yeah, and there, there's a lot of speculation. I like this one right here. AJ Styles definitely got to show up. They have to load that show up. Then the phenomenal one. Hey, maybe they'll bring back.
You never know.
Yeah,
bring back the whole flock.
That's right, flock and A. But yeah, very, very excited. Oh. I listened to a couple different opinions out there. I was listening to Denise Salcedo did a piece on it earlier today. I listened to what she had to say. She had some different opinions, which was kind of interesting, of what she wanted to see the brand do. And then Brian Alvarez had as a piece on their show today, and he had
Solo or with Uncle Dave.
No, not with Dave. He had what's that wrestler that's in MLW? He was world champ a handful of years ago. Tom Lawler. He had Tom Lawler on. Yeah, Tom Lawler's. I like him. He had a wonderful opinion and something that I'm gonna put out there as factual. You guys can agree to disagree with me. That's fine. People have disagreed with the Bone Man before, but he said, I get this. It's call it coincidence. You can call it whatever you want. Bill, he said that, look at that. They took the title off of Mike Santana. They put it on King Kaz, and look what happens. They got the deal as soon as Kaz became king champ of TNA. Look at that.
My buddy Steve would agree with you on that. He was a big advocate for that run. But
let's go.
No. Well, I'll tell you what. Once again, people that may not like to hear it, all the anti-creative people out there. However, because once again on that last live episode, King Kaz cashed in on Mike Santana, who had just won that belt at Bound for Glory. And a lot of people not happy with that. Gloom and doom.
Oh.
Dogs fighting cats. Armageddon.
Dogs and cats living together. Mass hysteria.
Mass hysteria. But now that this deal's out here, and then also we'll get, and we talked about it a little yesterday, the break that everyone wants to call it, where they focused the 2 weeks on Bound for Glory, the Halloween special, and the open fight night. But once again, I think this was all planned out for a reason, J-Bone, because now you have all fresh content leading in to this AMC live debut.
Right.
And as I know people in the chat are saying, it was announced the next loop after Genesis will be Albuquerque, New Mexico.
Yes.
Live. So that's going to be 2 live shows in a row. And once again, I
Right.
wouldn't run with that thinking it's going to be live all the time. I think it's going to be live more in 26, but not every week. It just doesn't
Right.
make sense. I can't imagine it.
Because the Albuquerque dates, it's 2 dates. So
Yeah,
it's
there's going to be
live.
tapings the next day.
So the live on the what is the first day? The 13th or 15th? What is that?
Oh, well, now what are you talking? You're talking
The first day of the
that's
live.
the 15th.
15th. Okay. So the 15th, and then the next week,
The next Thursday.
next
will be
Thursday
live
is
again.
live, and the day after that,
It's
so
tapings.
Friday is tapings, correct?
Yes.
Yeah. So, and I don't know if you looked at these venues, Bill. They are not small venues.
No rinky-dink venues for
the one
TNA
for
anymore.
the one for Final Resolution. It's I don't know how the sales are doing. That's not to poo-poo it or anything. I just don't know. I don't know how big the venue is, but
they played there before. It's a big venue. The El Paso County Coliseum is a big venue.
Oh, okay.
Like it's not like those big. Like it's a couple thousand big. But once again, it's the place you go when you're in El Paso.
Right. Yeah. And it's still a growing brand. You're not gonna, be like, all right, now we got 20,000 people. No.
They're going 3 days.
Right. Yeah. So they've got
let's not gloss over that. Like that's 3 days. And that's a limited market.
Yeah.
Like it's El Paso. You're not getting outside of El Paso.
And they've got 3-day like the 3-day package. Yeah. So which is smart. You want people there 3 days. So, hopefully people got some time, got some vacation time. Boom. Go watch some wrestling. I want to thank Bill's boy here before it gets buried too deep in the chat. Thank you, brother, for the super chat. Greetings, fellas, from SoCal. Congrats to TNA for landing on AMC. Now, the question is, do the Dolans get involved eventually? Now, pause.
We talked about that yesterday. That's the owners of AMC, the Rangers, and the Knicks, and Madison Square Garden.
Okay. And how do you feel of the show renamed as Thursday Night Impact? Much love. Much love to you, Bell's boy. Thank you. What do you think, Bill? Like we briefly said the name is Thursday Night Impact.
Oh yeah, no.
What do you think?
Well, you got to keep Impact. Like Impact, that's been the show this whole time.
Oh yeah,
since they went to TV. So keeping that gold. But yeah, the Thursday night, like come on, like this is marketing 101 in wrestling. Monday Night Raw, Friday Night SmackDown. Like it makes sense putting the name, but that also tells me they're committed to Thursday night. And I like that. Yeah. I feel Thursday night is the best option. Yeah. And I know there were some people that wanted to see, I think a lot of people assumed, if they went to CW, once again, dirt sheet stuff. Yeah. If they go to CW, they're going to put them against NXT on Wednesdays and we're going to get the Wednesday Night Wars. No, like that makes no sense at all. Like right now, they can do what they want and see what ratings are. They don't need to do that. And right now, there's that gap. There's that void on Thursday. Now, once again, there's some good competition a lot of times on Thursday. But that's TNA has carved out that night for themselves. And this is just going to solidify it. It's a must-see TV. Sorry, NBC.
Yeah, and honestly, I think it's something that they learned from WWE. And please don't take this as, they copied WWE. No, this is part of marketing. This is part of
and let's all the people, either the lapsed fan or the new fans, know where and when to find you. Because that's the one thing. All right, TNA Impact. When do I watch it?
Yeah.
It's on AMC. What night's it on? Oh, it's
Yeah.
Thursday Night Impact. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Or someone saying, when's SmackDown on it? And now they when it was on Fox, they called it Friday Night SmackDown.
Yes.
I guess they don't do that anymore. It's just SmackDown. But Raw is still Monday Night Raw.
And that was the innovator for the prime time big TV. So no, I think it's a good move. I think it's a smart move.
Yeah. Yeah, there's
Now
nothing
the
wrong
thing
with
is
it.
though, but it does kind of commit you to Thursdays. But I want that commitment. Like I don't want it to be like, oh, in 3 months, let's start moving you around, because let's not kid ourselves. There's companies right now that are on one night, then on another night, then on an afternoon, another night. If this confirms that they're going to be on 9 o'clock every Thursday, set your DVR, put it on live. That's what I want. I want to know when and where I'll be watching.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. And yeah, the Bell's boy here. Thursday Night Impact, TNI, get it? LOL, you guys should sue for copyright. Yeah, that's
It all comes back around the TNI, baby.
there's a little story I'll share that we heard through the grapevine about
Oh, you talking a couple years ago?
yeah, that they were talking about starting a podcast, a company podcast.
Company podcast.
And this is back when Scott Demore was still in charge. So this goes back a bit. But he said, "Oh yeah, we'll call it TNI, Total Nonstop Impact." And it's someone showed him our show and how long it'd been around, and he's like, fuck.
Those knuckleheads.
Sorry.
Get James Storm. Sorry about your damn luck.
That's right. But
and then let's go with Critical Sting. Understated point. No live sports to preempt TNA on AMC. I like that. There is, because a lot of these channels have stuff that could, like, it's just very interesting. Again, AMC is
you
getting
mean like
in the game because, there's basketball on.
Right.
There was basketball on one of the other stations, but there definitely can be other stuff that could preempt you. Well, it's because I was talking about all the stuff getting moved around.
Yeah.
For other promotions. That should not happen to TNA. Which, once again, is great to be on a big network and be solidified at that 9 p.m. time slot.
And honestly, the fact that it did get booked an hour later Eastern, I think is honestly going to help it, because most games start an hour or two earlier.
Mm-hmm.
So you can watch most of it, tape the rest. I see tape. Tape? What do you mean tape? Record. Yeah. Just get out your VCRs, folks.
Old
Come
bone.
on. I'm old school. Okay. Yeah. So,
talk about the tape traders next, J-Bone.
Right. But yeah, you could watch part of your game and then watch some AMC. And
but AMC, like 9 o'clock, man, that's when they put on. That's when their focus, like that's when their premier stuff is.
Yeah,
it's 9 o'clock.
Right. Yeah. Anywhere between 7 and 9. That's your sweet spot. 10 o'clock. Okay. Then you're starting to get into like the news, late night shows.
Well,
stuff.
you're talking more network television, J-Bone. We're talking cable TV here.
I'm just saying.
Like, come on, heavy hitters started at 10 p.m. a lot of the time. But by 11, you're done. Like 11, like it's wind it down time. So
Right. Play the anthem.
Oh, J-Bone. You keep dating yourself, man. You got to settle down over there.
Put the test screen up.
Oh, come on. J-Bone really was like a child of the 50s, and he's not telling anybody.
I'm actually 95. I'm not 50. Yeah.
And I see a lot of chatter in the chat about someone we've mentioned on the show before. Someone that recently was saying how after Bound for Glory, that looks like the number 2 promotion in the world. That's a guy that almost showed up in TNA a few years ago. A big name, potentially the biggest.
Was it like 2010-ish?
The first time, then he almost showed up again that Bound for Glory with Ellsworth. But it does seem, I could see it. I think it would obviously be a short run, but it could be a pop the number early in the relationship. But I could see Jericho showing up.
Yeah.
Especially maybe to kick it off. He likes to be the guy that kind of breaks in new ground. So I could see him wanting to do that.
Yeah. I mean, he's
and like he does have the name. He does have the name. I'm not gonna like, because a lot of people, and I saw a lot of people today talking about like free agents to go after, and not a knock on anybody that's out there right now.
Yeah.
But are there game changers out there? There's potential out there.
Oh, yeah.
But there's no like, hey, you sign that person, you're getting so many clicks, so many views, butts and seats. Like a Jericho, yeah, he does that. Like he's recognizable to that level.
There's very few legends still around that will still do that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Very few.
And that's it's like you look at the Hardys, man. The dedication to their fans is crazy. So yeah, there's absolute potential for, there's still, free agents out there, but sadly, it's not the days of, there is a Kurt Angle-esque free agent out there that is going to absolutely shake the industry to its core.
Rare. Now, once again, they're much better positioned now if that does happen. And you know what? I will circle back on that slightly because there is a name out there, and I will give Kyle here credit. I would put Braun Strowman. Once again, like I think not Jericho level, but Braun is like, even though like he's a draw. That guy is still a draw. Like I'd give him obviously a lower degree, but I won't deny that. Like I met him. I did see one of the few shows that he was there with EC3.
Yeah.
But man, like EC3 hitched his wagon to Braun for Control Your Narrative, and then it all fizzled out so quick.
Yeah, I tell you what, I was at one show for WWE way back. It was one of the last ones for Milwaukee's Bradley Center, and I think it was the one where Braun Strowman faced off against Elias in some kind of like hardcore instrument thing, and he like dropped a piano on him or something. It was just crazy, whatever it was. And yeah.
But like that's a good name. Like once again, so like there are some like, and I'll definitely like put him there. Like I see people talking about Killer Cross. Like obviously, like he had like, once again, like to a different level. Like I would say Jericho, even though it would be a short thing. But then there's some other people. But like just because Strowman, of his size, like that's a draw, because I know that's the old school, the 80s wrestling mythology. But if you like big man, do big man things in wrestling, that's always going to be a draw.
But he needs, like I've seen parts of his show, that eating show he does. Dude, he's got gastritis written all over it, man. He's got to quit eating so crazy. Otherwise, I mean, it's gonna wreck him. Like he ain't gonna be able to move in the ring if he keeps eating like that. And I'm not talking about getting fat. The guy, I'm sure he's got, cardio for days.
Yeah, he's working out.
But it's like, man, still your innards can only take so much. It's like, I ate like that too, and I gained a ton of weight, and I developed gastritis, and I'm just like, damn. your body takes a toll. It pays a price. So
now, once again, do I think this could cause any of that, like those to happen? I don't think so. I feel like more one-offs, number poppers. Once again, we talked about it a lot yesterday. I think the one key thing is like because you get this deal, like obviously you're going to see some names. Like they're gonna bring in some names and people are rounded out just to get the buzz. But I think you're going to see a lot, obviously, of the roster that got them to here, and then do some more stuff around the edges. But you do have that ability to pounce when you might be able to get who you imagine is a difference maker.
yeah. I see the cross discussion in there. I have no idea if he signed with MLW. I saw his match against Matt
He does
Riddle.
a lot of MLW. He was always loyal to MLW.
Yeah.
But like once again, I don't think that if they want to go get Killer Cross, if he's interested in like a return, I don't see why they can't make that happen. But no, that'd be interesting. Like you know me, and then the Killer Cross. I did not like how that ended, but everybody in TNA, and I'm always at the forefront of bringing people back. But I like they can make something work, but he's got to do a blade job for Eddie Edwards to make everything right in my book.
Well, he's got a hairline now to hide it. He didn't before.
You're not wrong, Jay, but
Just saying. Look at all that hair. My goodness.
That's the thing. Like I need our former sponsor version of Killer Cross. Who's this man with long hair?
I'll tell you what, man, there was no one more terrifying when he was bald and he gave you that look, man. Holy shit.
Oh yeah, he had the aura back then. Like remember him and Moose the tag team? Come on, man.
That was you want to talk about
big boys, skyscrapers.
System. That was money.
Hey, the tease of a new system member. That feels like that's going to be a debut of somebody. So we'll see.
Wait, did they tease someone?
Well, JDC is talking about a replacement for him.
Okay, yeah, that's right. JDC's retiring, so yeah, okay. Yeah.
And that's the thing. Are we going to get JDC doing about face? Like, sorry, missus. Like, I'm going to AMC.
That's funny. Who is this tag team partner? Breeze.
Yes. Who, made an appearance off camera in
I heard about that.
In Orlando in Full Sail.
Maybe I have no clue how much he still
have him
wrestles. That'd be a riot.
And I see a name another person I'm a big fan of, Trevor Lee. I'd always welcome back Trevor Lee. Like I'm surprised like that he hasn't resurfaced.
Yeah,
he's very good. He's very good.
He is
would be a great add to the X division.
Yeah. Or just mid card, upper card, anywhere. Whatever. Yeah, he's in great shape. He is. I just saw because I haven't been keeping track of Trent's company AAW.
Yeah, I know he's been doing some stuff there.
He's their champ. At least I think he is. I'm pretty sure he is. I saw a picture, so I was like, "Oh, wow!" So that's what he's doing. Nice. Oh, there you go. Chat's going too fast now. It's on fire. Bah.
Oh yeah.
I have to laugh. I got to tell you, you're scrolling through Facebook and then it's like, oh, you might know these people. You get like a list of like 4 people. He was one of them.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, oh, I might know him. Where is he? Oh yeah. We loved Follow Bob,
I
man.
love Follow Bob because he could be anything. He could be comedy, but then like you had like serious spot times, like give Austin Aries one of like a great match.
He did. He did. And we wanted him for an interview. And that regime didn't give him to us at the time. And we're like,
You get who you get, J-Bone.
I guess.
Because you got to see who's getting the push.
I don't know.
So the guy's not getting pushed. They're going to talk to certain dirt sheets and complain probably. Why did me? What's going to be my time?
What about me? What about Raven? Oh, wait, no. Different time.
Settle down, J-Bud.
Anything else? Anything else you want to?
How about, can you get the press release? Let's share screen of Rooney that press release.
Oh, absolutely.
We teased going through it. Let's go through it.
Could do that.
I want the people. And very cool, if you've been noticing all day, like pretty much the roster has all these new graphics, like with the AMC, like kind of focusing on that. So cool seeing everybody putting that out there.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. So, yeah, here's a visual. So, AMC Networks and TNA Wrestling announce agreement to bring TNA's flagship weekly TV show to AMC. Thursday Night Impact. There it is. Boom, right in the title. Thursday Night Impact.
Cinema.
So that's just it is. So it's a multi-year media rights deal, brings total nonstop action to AMC and AMC Plus. Now, as far as I know, it doesn't say in here. I'll go over some of this. I'm not going to read the whole thing, but we still don't know if they're gonna, if it's gonna show on AMC Plus at the same time, or if it's gonna be like later.
You don't have all
the
details,
right? But it is gonna be featured on the app as well, which is great. Because a lot of people just watch stuff when they can on the app, and they don't even turn on cable. 2 hours, so it's still a 2-hour show. Thursday Night Impact will kick off live January 15th, 2026 in Dallas, Texas, and become a weekly event on AMC and AMC Plus. So right there, some of it's going to be live. It's not going to be live all the time. They don't say live weekly, and then there's the promo that they came out with on social media, YouTube, Facebook, all over. So I'll read part of this now. AMC Networks and TNA Wrestling today announced multi-year agreement to bring TNA's flagship weekly television show Thursday Night Impact to AMC.
J-Bone, hold up, because I saw someone in the chat and I did remember seeing this earlier.
Okay.
AMC TV confirmed. As an AMC Plus subscriber, you have access to AMC's live feed and can stream there live each week.
Oh, okay. There you go. Even better. All right. We continue. TNA's new television home in the U.S. The TNA AMC partnership kicks off live from the Curtis Colwell Center in Dallas, Fort Worth Metroplex on Thursday, January 15th, 2026. And
just for that was the site of Genesis earlier this year.
Oh, okay.
And probably will be obviously Genesis, although still not announced yet, interestingly enough. It's in Dallas. They haven't officially said it's there, but I got to imagine it is. They just don't want to announce all these things at the same time to give them some breath. Right. But it's just, I'm surprised because that's going to be I'm imagining by this weekend, they're officially putting all the Dallas information out there.
Well, all the tickets are going to go on sale soon. So,
yeah.
So it's going to be a 2-hour block of action-packed TNA wrestling exclusively on television every Thursday from 9 to 11 p.m. Eastern. The new TNA AMC agreement also includes extending the weekly telecast to viewers. Oh, okay, there we go, on AMC Plus. Okay,
Yeah.
so I just didn't get there yet. Okay, we are super, you beat me to the punch. We are super excited to bring the in-ring excitement, energy, and drama of TNA Wrestling to AMC, said TNA Wrestling President Carlos Silva.
All right, Carlos.
Yes, Carlos. TNA Wrestling heads into 2026, the hottest it has ever been, with intense rivalries with a fan base that loves the TNA stars. We cannot wait.
Guys.
Yes. We cannot wait to expand the TNA audience with our new partner, AMC Networks, which is such a long and storied history of serving passionate and engaged fans across so many shows and franchises. That's true, through this new media rights deal. And yeah, I'm not going to read the whole thing, but then it goes on to, you get more of a conversation from Dan McDermott, Chief Content Officer at AMC Networks.
My new guy, Dan McDermott.
There you go. And then it highlighted here, says tickets for the first ever Thursday night Impact to air AMC January 15th, 2026. Will go on sale on Thursday, December 11th. So next Thursday, starting at 10 a.m. Eastern, TNAWrestling.com. The ticket pre-sale starts Tuesday, December 9th. To register for the pre-sale, go to TNAWrestling.com. And then it talks about the next dates going to be in Albuquerque for the 22nd and 23rd of 2026. Tingley Coliseum also will go on sale December 11th with the pre-sale on December 9th. So December 9th, bookmark that for, wherever you're located. If you're planning on going, Bill, there you go.
Gonna be a busy January.
You are, sir. You are gonna come back with a tan from Texas.
Texas man.
And then it goes on with the history of the brand itself, and
Albuquerque man. And I do like everyone saying that these are like an homage to Breaking Bad and Better Call Saul.
Yeah.
So it'll be interesting to see if there's tie-ins. I hope there is. I'll pop for a Breaking Bad tie-in.
Yeah.
Jimmy Pinkman.
Jesse Pinkman. Oh yeah. Yeah. So very exciting. So yeah. So
what
so
news? What news, J-Bone? The biggest news.
The first two episodes live.
Live.
That's pretty amazing.
Gonna do it live. But yeah, continue to let us know. Like, once again, it's become the TNI Daily Show the last 2 days due to this news, because we're getting, and who knows, like Wednesday, tomorrow should be an off day for the TNI crew, unless something big happens tomorrow. Because if it's big, we're going to come on and talk about it, because we like to talk about it.
I'm back to work tomorrow. So
all right, well, J-Bone will talk about it. I might talk about it.
There you go.
But Thursday, we'll be back to talk about it because the show's on, the actual show. And it'll be interesting to see what, if anything, is revealed during the show on Thursday.
On Thursday, yeah.
I'm sure there's going to be a show for Final Resolution. I'm
sure there's going to have, because they always got the live or the feed where you can see the guys talking, Hannafin, and then sometimes you can tell they put in voiceover stuff in between segments. I'm sure they're going to do some of that.
Oh yeah,
So
it's going to be good. Going to be some good stuff. But exciting times in TNA for sure. And yeah, I think we're just at the tipping point of this. I think this is going to open a lot of doors, possibilities for TNA and where it can get to.
Yeah, the Bells boy, I wouldn't go off anything that Fightful has learned. I'm just saying.
Yeah, like well, like I said, like because they couldn't do anything with this story. Like they weren't scooping anything on this
Oh,
announcement.
could you imagine the frustration?
Oh, and that's what it is. So it's like, let's talk about the same 5 people with contracts ending at the end of the year that we talked about 20
Yeah.
other times, and somebody either not being booked right now on a pay per appearance deal or just doesn't think they're getting their fair shake, complaining about creative. Haven't heard that one before.
Never, ever. Yes, and make sure you tune in to yes, like Bear says here, make sure you tune in to TNI UK tomorrow during the day. Excuse me, during the day here in the US, 6 p.m. ish, between 6 p.m. 7 p.m. in the UK is when they go live.
And I know people are asking about Genesis. Like Genesis, yes, is happening. It's in Dallas. It likely is going to be at the same venue that the Thursday night show, and it's likely going to be on Saturday. Oh, Arman wants to know, who do I think is not being who's gone? Well, the one more recent one, because I didn't even know if he was under like a contract. Jake something. Because I have noticed that he has not put any of the AMC news out there at this point. So I could see that, but once again, like, it wasn't long ago, like, they gave him a win, and it surprised me. It's like, oh, are they going to push him again? But then he lost again. So I'm not sure where it is. I know some people were going, well, maybe he could be the Mr. Elegance, and sort of do the thing he did with the IPWF sort of gimmick as Mr. Elegance. That might be something, but once again, I think they have so many, like, because there's going to be some opening, like they're going to bring in some new people. So some people aren't going to be around. So some contracts are just going to let expire or not renew. And everybody pretty much has been so gung ho. And once again, he might not be the biggest social media guy, but it seems like he's been on there chatting with some other people. So but I have not seen him push anything there. So that story got out there, that makes me think it's at least iffy. But everybody else that supposedly has contracts expiring, they're all pushing the heck out of it. So
yeah. Gibster asking about bringing back aces and eights. I don't know. I think they're trying to go with fresher ideas. Like we're eventually gonna find out what this cleanse deal is about. Maybe EY is gonna have a new stable. Maybe he's gonna bring in some new / maybe more well-known faces. Maybe he's gonna bring in what was those guys? They keep getting brought up in conversations I see online. They did a couple dates with Ring of Honor, but then they didn't sign them or something. They were booked with Elias or something.
Oh, yes. You're talking, well, we've seen him before. Vincent. Like he's one. You're talking about the Righteous. The Righteous.
There you go. Yeah. Vincent was in TNA, and then but Butch wasn't, right?
No. Bill Carr. I always remember him from the world's greatest tag team.
So yeah, who knows? Who knows what he's gonna do?
But no, that's definitely some. But I know people are kind of, once again, you can always use some more input. You don't want too many cooks in the kitchen. But creatively, once again, I think they got them to a pretty good place. Once again, in pro wrestling, you're never going to like all the creative. But as I was saying, I think the idea that they wanted, like, okay, you got your payoff, because everyone wanted their payoff of Santana winning. You got it. But guess what? AMC and the creative at TNA knows they want that person going for that title early on the TV station, because that's going to get people interested, buy in. Now you have a lot more people to see it and watch it happen. There's a reason for this. Now, in the end, if Santana is all over AMC over the first month or two and wins that title, was that the right move then to take the belt off him? For him to go back and win it and have his victory in front of 300,000, 400,000 people watching on AMC? I think you can say, once again, like just like a lot of people want to debate the WWE, NXT, TNA relationship, you got to look at the results. You might not like it. It might not be your preference, but look at the results.
Yeah.
And this deal is part of those results.
Yeah.
Carlos Silva will tell you that's part of those results. So same thing. Like, yes, like you might not like how it happened, but I don't think anybody's happy with any title reign in any company.
No, there's always going to be someone that's ticked off about this, that, or the other thing, and yeah,
like it's just tough. It's tough to go crazy on creative unless it's just so bad. And like I said, like, and some people that are considered good in this business, like you overdo stuff, like the NWO when it's overdone and the whole show becomes the NWO show. Like honestly, the Bullet Club and Ring of Honor, and like I'm talking about somebody that was involved in that is in TNA Creative, but that you got to avoid stuff like that where you're just a one-trick pony. You got to have variety.
You got to share the wealth.
Yes. So as long as you're doing that, you don't got to be perfect. Once again, a lot of the time I'm watching the show and I'm like, oh, is this like, I think we talk about it, like if we're predictions, we never get them right. It's like, oh, it sounds like, like based on what I'm watching, this should happen and this should happen. Oh, it doesn't.
Right.
And that's what I like. They mix it up.
Absolutely. Yeah. And that's the reason why we love them, because they do mix it up on so many episodes. You got a nice mix of the knockouts action, good tag team stuff. And you got some up and comers that get some attention.
Get your X division, get the big boys out there doing stuff. You get your hardcore matches from time to time, but you don't overdo it.
Right.
Fair. But once again, talking 9 o'clock. 9 o'clock, that's an hour later, J-Bone. You could get a little more risque if you want to.
Oh, there you go.
Bring back Rob Van Dam. Get the hot tub ready.
Is he still with
come on. She's pregnant, J-Bone. Katie Forbes.
Oh, she's pregnant?
Yeah.
Oh, I did not know that.
Congrats.
Yes, congrats to Katie Forbes. Absolutely. Very happy for him. Yeah, probably not going to get a hot tub thing.
Oh, he'll still do a hot tub. Come on. That could be with lady number 2, 3, or 4.
I was going to say he'll just bring in bring in her girlfriend. It was some blonde at the time. I forget, but anyways, that was entertaining to say the least. So. So yeah, much love to everyone that came in 2 nights in a row. You guys know what to do on your way out. Smash that like button, smash that sub button, ring that bell for notifications. Why? So that you know when more of our content hits your screen. We're out of here, guys. We'll be back on Thursday to give you any updates we get, and then give you a final resolution preview for Friday. Which I should be covering because my schedule changed a little bit. So that should be good. Bill, of course, is going to be live for that. So on location as in live. And then, we'll see you later, and check out Team TNI UK tomorrow. Take care, folks. We'll see you.